What started as a vehicle break-in investigation quickly turned into a tense courtroom battle filled with objections, stolen property evidence, and sharp exchanges between the defense attorney and Judge Oakley. Police testified about finding tools, a generator, headphones, coins, and even a ski mask inside a suspicious vehicle connected to multiple thefts. As the hearing continued, the defense repeatedly interrupted with objections, frustrating the judge more and more. Eventually, Judge Oakley snapped back, warning the attorney that the constant objections were losing effectiveness. But the biggest moment came when the judge delivered a cold statement about his 26 years on the bench, instantly changing the atmosphere inside the courtroom.
Let's move on. All right, it's probable cause. You're beating the horse way more than it needs to be beat, and you're objecting so much that you're losing any effectiveness with your objections. I'm not following your argument, counsel. He was dispatched to a location. He received an identification or a description of a vehicle, correct?
That's
He saw what he thought was that vehicle and he stopped that vehicle to investigate, correct? Purely relevant.
well, I'm the hearsay objection, Your Honor. It's both.
It's not hearsay, it's dispatch. It happens every day, 1,000 times a day.
A statement made by a person.
You can appeal me. I love to be appealed. I've made my decision. Let's move on.
Thank you, Judge.
And how about relevance, Your Honor, regarding?
It's purely relevant. It got him in contact with this defendant. That's relevant to what we're doing today. It's relevant. Move on.
And what happened? Well, what was that description?
The description was a Honda Element, a red Honda Element with a dark blue license plate. I don't see many Honda Elements patrol.
Okay. And
What is a Honda Element?
It's a hatchback kind of SUV that has a bifold rear trunk.
Oh, okay.
You remember the old Ford Rangers that kind of jumps?
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
do you recall what the color of that vehicle was?
Right.
And okay. And what was the reason for that vehicle? What drew your attention to that vehicle besides being dispatched? Anything else?
It was really the sole vehicle leaving a one-way in and out subdivision.
Okay. And you pull over that vehicle.
I did
Okay. How did you initiate a stop?
overhead lights.
Okay. Did you use sirens?
No.
Okay. And did that vehicle pull over?
It did.
Okay. And which side did you approach?
I approached driver's side.
Okay. And how many individuals did you observe in the vehicle?
Just
And
this one,
one. Okay. Where was that individual seated?
driver's seat.
Okay. The individual seated in the driver's seat. Do you see him in the courtroom?
I did.
Can you please point to that individual and point out an article of clothing?
He's behind you with the registered job.
Noted.
And did you make contact with that individual?
I did.
Okay. And how did that begin?
When I approached the vehicle, he was just holding his ID out the window. I asked what he was doing in the area. He said driving around.
Okay. And what did you do next?
I looked into the rear cargo area of the car and observed a yellow generator.
Okay. And what did you do next?
I asked him about the generator and he stated.
Your Honor, relevance to.
Denied.
I asked him about the generator and he stated he found it by the sidewalk.
Okay. And what did you do next?
I requested he step out of the car.
Why did you do that?
The dispatch had advised that the actual victim in this case was missing a generator. He described it as the yellow generator, yellow and black generator.
Okay. And is that the same generator that you observed?
It is.
Okay. Now what did you do next after you stepped out of the vehicle?
I detained him,
Okay. And then did what?
placed him in the rear of my patrol vehicle and read him Miranda.
Well, okay. Why did you do that?
Because I believe that he was the suspect in this home invasion.
Okay. And what happened next?
He refused to speak to me when they asked him what county he's in. When I advised it was Wayne County, he said, I'm good.
Okay. And did you conduct a search of the vehicle? Okay. What else did you observe or recover?
I recovered 2 yellow and black totes that were full to the brim with very high-end mechanics tools, Milwaukee brand power tools, yard equipment, weed whips, a generator. That was all in the rear cargo area of the vehicle. Once our inventory included the front portion, the passenger seat, I located very thick gauge cords for the generator. as well as crossbody satchel style.
Okay, and did you observe or recover anything else?
In the front seat, there was a mask, there was a green hooded sweatshirt.
One. Your Honor, may I approach? the
Please.
Proposed exhibit number 2 and 3.
Please.
Thank you. I've handed you what's been marked as people's exhibit number 2 and people's proposed exhibit number 3. Do you recognize those?
I did.
How do you recognize them?
I recognize these as items that I located in the vehicle, as well as items I observed on individual wearing.
Okay, and those exhibits, do they appear to be a fair and accurate depiction of what you observed on that day?
There.
Do they appear to be altered or manipulated in any way?
No.
Your Honor, at this time, the people would request to move into evidence people's proposed exhibit number 2 and 3.
Ms. Farage.
Your Honor, just an objection to foundation, he hasn't asked him if he took these photos, if he was the one that put them into evidence. That which is found in the car. So these are not pictures of.
That's a fair objection. Let's build some foundation if you can.
Officer, did you take these photos? The photos?
I did not.
Okay. But these are the same photo, these are the items that you observed. Are those the same items that you observed inside of the vehicle?
Objection meeting.
These are.
It was, hold on, officer. It was leading, rephrase.
The question,
It was leading though. By definition, it was leading. So rephrase the question.
the items, people propose exhibit number 2 and 3. Are those the items that you observed inside of the vehicle?
Objection.
It's yes or no, Judge.
Which makes it leading.
Yes or no does not infer answer.
I'll allow it because we got to move on. Let's go.
I observed these items in the vehicle. On the floorboard was the sweatshirt. Mixed in with crossbody bag was the full face covering and gloves.
Solitary family proxies. So I just looked at the weather, where it's going to be 8 tenths of an inch of precipitation or whatever.
Yes. I denied it. Because it might take him 2 hours to get here from West Bloomfield.
Thank you. I've handed you people's proposed exhibit number 4. Do you recognize it? How do you recognize it?
This is the crossbody bag that I located on the passenger.
Okay, and does that appear to be a fair and accurate depiction of the item that you recovered?
It is.
Okay, and does that photo appear to be altered or manipulated in any way?
No.
Judge, I believe enough foundation has been laid. This officer indicated clearly that these are the items that he's observed at the scene. I'm assuming with his own 2 eyes, and I believe enough foundation has been laid to introduce some evidence.
Ms. Farage.
Lack of foundation, you just looking at pictures saying that I've seen this before was not describing the fact that there's no chain of custody that's been established. There's none of them. Like I don't know at what point in time there's no timestamp on those photos. These photos are not taken on the scene. On the actual passenger seat that says I have a body cam that corroborates the story. So Your Honor, there's no proper foundation.
Do you have any idea where the photos came from?
I do not.
That's fair. I mean, Judge, I'll respect your decision.
I mean, I gotta have some idea where the photos came from.
I did not personally take these photos.
That's not what I asked you. Do you have any idea where the photos came from? Okay.
All right, no further questions. I took that back. Besides, so did you observe the crossbody bag at that scene? I did.
Objection leading.
And he did. He answered it.
What else did you observe, if anything?
I observed a unique style crossbody bag with multiple pouches. Inside of those pouches, I observed a large quantity of loose change, a pair of headphones, and a D-wall style cell phone charger.
Okay. Did you observe headphones and a large amount of change?
I did.
You know approximately how much in change?
I would have no way to calculate that without sitting and counting. It was a large amount of change. Well, that's only a couple.
Okay.
More than, say, 50.
Your Honor, objection to speculation at this point.
It's fair though. I was gonna ask him bigger than a bread basket and that wasn't very helpful.
Alright. And the individual that you observed with the ski mat with the mask that for a face cover, what was he wearing was he wearing that mask that you observed?
Your Honor,
At what point in time?
objection, Your Honor, he has never testified to watching the ring camera footage.
I'm not asking about that.
Okay, which is why I asked the question. Calm down, calm down. This can be a long day for all of us if you guys just calm down. Did you see anybody wearing the mask that you found in the car?
At any point during your interaction, you observed was the defendant wearing a ski mask, or when you approached him
When he handed you his ID, did he have a ski mask on? Okay, let's move on.
Okay, where did you observe the ski mask?
On a ring game.
Okay, did you ever observe did you observe the ski mask in the vehicle?
I did.
Okay, where did you?
Your Honor,
That's yes or no. He's right.
what?
Leading is that the ski mask? Let's just move on. You know, this is a probable cause hearing. Just